our baby girl was 5 weeks old, and we lived in California for probably a year. And like they said on the video, everybody else we knew, including both of our families, lived on the East Coast. My parents had just left from their first big visit with the baby the week before. My husband was back at work, and I found myself alone with that baby in our Mountain View apartment, staring at each other, staring at her, totally unsure what to do with myself or what to do with us. We were 100% villageless. I Googled things like, schedule 6-week-old baby, and what to do with 6-week-old baby. 6 seemed better than 5 because she was obviously very advanced, so wrap it up. And the searches were not really of much help, except to introduce me to a world of mommy bloggers and experts who claim to have their newborns on reliable routines, and spun me into a dark web of new parental guilt and anxiety and loneliness. I went on Yelp and searched for baby groups and baby meetups. Meetups were very popular at the time. This was in 2013. And the thing that consistently came up with the most and best reviews was this thing called Blossom Birth in Palo Alto. And I thought, oh no, Yelp says Blossom Birth is only open from 10 to 2, and the mommy bloggers say my child should be mostly asleep at that time. How am I going to get this child to Palo Alto? Ah. But when you're desperate and you put that overtired newborn in the car, and you drive the 12 minutes that feels like 2 hours and hope that you catch every green light as you go to Blossom. And when you walk into a baby group at Blossom at that stage, at that moment in your life, it's like coming out of a dark forest and stepping into the light of day for the first time. And the omniscient, benevolent, glowing little fairy there to welcome you to that village is Eva. Eva wears many hats in her life, as we know, as a therapist, as a group leader, as a social worker, birth doula. And Blossom quickly became my lifeline as a new mom. I was there most days of the week during the early months of my daughter's life and found a cohort of smart and interesting women who are still my friends to this day. We would go to Eva's 0 to 6 month groups, her postpartum mood group, go for walks with our babies in their carriers, or for lunch on Cal Ave, or to stay and eat and nurse in the rooms of Blossom. And Eva always makes it a point to encourage moms to hang out for as long as they want, because motherhood can be hard and isolating, and no one is really looking out for you and your well-being. But Eva is. She wants to know how you, a fully actualized person separate from your baby, is faring during this transition. And my new friends and I would joke that if you knew Eva was the one to be gone from group 1 week, you might as well just skip that time. Of course, you don't know Eva's going to be gone. And your mind starts thinking of ways you can just turn around and leave the room without being completely rude. But it's just not the same without Eva. She is the heart and soul of Blossom. 2 years later, when I was pregnant with my son, I asked Eva to be my birth doula. At first I thought, maybe I can get away with hiring someone with less experience, cheaper. But my husband, to his credit, convinced me that in matters of importance, I should probably go with my gut, and my gut wanted Eva. And Eva proved to be exactly who I needed to have the birth that I wanted, and was the perfect counterpoint for my husband, who could do nothing but grin and take hours of video with his selfie stick after I asked him repeatedly to stop. And only a few months ago, with Eva by my side, I made it through a difficult back labor and sunny-side delivery of my 3rd child, which likely would have ended in a C-section without Eva's coaching. I've been coming to Blossom now on and off with 3 different babies at different ages and stages for almost 6 years. I've never once taken a yoga class. I come for that village, I come for the understanding and camaraderie, and mostly I come to see Eva and to hear her perspective and her stories and her version of motherhood, a version which is honest and real and makes you feel like you are really, truly good enough. And in a world that expects more of mothers than seems humanly possible, that is extremely invaluable. Eva, I love you. We all love you. It's an honor to call you a friend and a mentor, and I hope you never retire from being a den mother to all of the new moms in Silicon Valley. Thank you.